On the one hand, we've gone through several years of economic rough patch, and on the other, we're now in the year of the tiger, which promises fiery and exciting opportunities. Question is, are you ready to handle it? And do you dare to fail? We'll be chatting to the author of the bestseller Dare to Fail, Billi, who's also a businessman, a motivation expert, and a social activist. My name is Syed Fardino Omar, and you are watching In Person Chinese New Year Special. So here I am, decked out in a, on a deck chair, feeling really comfortable reading this book, Dare to Fail. And guess what? I have the man who wrote the book right here next to me. Billi, thank you so much for making time for us.
Thank you for inviting.
So this is what you do when you have time, You just chillax and come to the pool.
Yes. Yeah. Because I'm not the really physical guy. I'm more mental and more spiritual. So the only thing that I physically got involved is actually swimming.
Swimming lah.
Because when you're swimming, when you're short, it doesn't make any difference. Just like when we are in the bed, it doesn't make any difference. We're even.
Everybody's equal.
But don't let me play basketball. I can't. We know, Because when I was during my school day, I have an experience playing football, and I got knocked. I felt like my bones are broke.
Oh, right.
After that, I decided we must go into a certain area whereby I think we are more competitive.
Right.
We are better at.
Right, so hand swimming. Okay, I'm going to use the swimming pool as a metaphor here. I'm going to jump right into the deep side of the pool. So you've written Dare to Fail. Okay, Dare to Fail. So if you dare to fail and you're not scared of failure, what are you scared of?
Yeah, in fact, that is a very interesting question, you see. Because if you are not, a lot of people, why they couldn't achieve what they want, was because they were blocked by the fear of failure.
Right.
So actually, if you can overcome this fear of failure, you will start from your dare to dream, to dare to try, and then dare to fail, the third column, and then dare to achieve. So actually, in that sense, when you are not scared of failure, in terms of achieving your goal, there's nothing you are scared of, But you may be concerned, more concerned that you may lose the passion or the energy, or time is running out. When time is running out, you may just like, doesn't matter now, just let it go or something like that, or just let it happen, something like that.
Right, I see. And then, so how do you understand? So when you've written a book, so you write it based on your experiences, right?
Yes.
But how do you understand the way people face adversity? Different people go through it different ways, right? I go through it differently, you go through it differently. But what do you understand? Is there a common trait between everybody?
In fact, there is a general common trait. One thing I know is there are people have few choices. Sometimes they will run away from the adversity, one group of people. Some, they will just not do anything, just sit for it to happen. Another group, the third group, they will face it and they try to overcome it. And it is the third group that will grow stronger. Because if you look at things carefully, all adversity in life, challenges in life, are actually like a test, It makes you stronger once you can overcome it. But if you do not want to face it, then it will come back again, Your fear, your worst fear will still come back again. And then when you come to think about it, you look at nature. Any tree, for example, near the seaside, with great wind and great storm, they are stronger, And those lembe one, without any challenges, they become lombe. And the same thing also, like what that does not kill you, make you stronger. That's why immunization come about. It's already there. So people should not actually fear adversity. They should be a trainer to be able to face it. But the modern upbringing is so totally different. The parents are so overprotective of the children that these children don't have a chance, to try something on their own, to make mistakes on their own. This is to me a very serious thing.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Did you have to, so that means, are you saying that, when you were growing up, you had the opportunity to try many things and, get cuts here? Just now you were talking about football, right? Yeah. So what did you go through?
You see, the funny thing is, my parents, they were not educated.
Yeah.
So, they don't know anything about school. They just let us do what we want, So they never even guide us. So what I did was, you see, like now coming to Chinese New Year, you know what I did now? I sell firecrackers, You know, I was born in Batu Pahat. I would go all the way to Muar, 30 miles away, to buy from wholesaler and bring the firecrackers and start selling directly. I don't have a shop, you know. So I start to sell directly, you know. So these are things that when we're young, we have the opportunity to do. But nowadays, I think modern parents, how you dare you go and sell this, you know, you think your parents don't have money, because everything like that. So these are the things, and also when I was after Form 5, waiting for my result, the two things I learned, I play mahjong. You know mahjong? I play mahjong and learn driving, you know. You see, because again, I say I'm not physical, you see. So mahjong become a more mental thing, lah. You know, but sometimes people will be wondering, hey, mahjong is not good, lah. You know, it could be gambling or something like that. But what they don't understand is, it helps to build you the appetite for risk, you know. We dare to take this, we dare to anticipate what the other person is doing. In fact, right now, I'm about to go back to mahjong again. Because I just discovered, mahjong helps your brain grow, you know. As you grow old, your memory will have a problem. Yeah, but if you start playing mahjong, you look at people in Hong Kong, old folks, you know, so old, and their memory is so good. And it's because they play mahjong. You see, so these are things that people should try, lah. You know, don't be scared of, you know, that you may not be able to do well. You know, you may stumble. It's okay. It's because we are walking. That's why we can stumble. If we don't walk, how to stumble? You know, there's something like that.
So you obviously don't, you know, are not scared to take risk and all that, and then you learn from the things that you do, like mahjong and all. But what's your story? So, you know, what are the things, the difficult things that you had to go through before you reach here?
Yeah, you see, in my life, before I reached that level, I have experienced many failure, many type of failure. You see, my family is a broken family. I mean, my dad is practically beating up us now and again, you know, so many children for them to beat. You see, and then when I go to school, my result is also not so good, you know. So that is another failure. And then I couldn't have got into the university had I not got a bursary, you know, some sort of scholarship, you know. Because last time they tried to encourage people from a rural area to go, you know. So that was one of the government affirmative action, which actually I was one of the results also, you know. And then when I start my business, you know, I also experienced, I brought it to great heights, you know, really very great heights. When I was at the age of 26, I was already together, walking on the same platform with our Dr. Mahathir when he was the trade minister and deputy prime minister. Imagine the kind of height that I've gone through, you know. But then it zoomed down, you know. And then when it zoomed down, something worse happened. My girlfriend also left me, you know. Oh my God, that one really hit me hard, you know. So from there I begin to realize, you know, you may be very strong, I mean, in business, but maybe emotionally wise, you may be very weak, you know. So all this experience begin to make me learn, and I begin to analyze the life of many successful people. And then I saw a common thread, you know. All of them have gone through great hardship, you know, in order to become what they are today. So that is why I put me in a very good position to write the book about failing. And incidentally, nobody write about...
Yeah, but why...